What's up, YouTube? First name JC on, last name Ditto. JC on Ditto, and y'all already know I'm back at it again with another video.
Alright, so boom.
Alright, so boom. Alright, so boom. Boom Squad, y'all like the best. Y'all already know y'all the best. Today's video is going to be about transitioning and what is transitioning, what it does to you, what it does to your body, where does it take you, what happens when you transition from from female to male, what happens to your body parts, what happens to your voice, your facial hair, your body itself, your private parts, your mood swings, your surroundings, everything. Like what happens to you physically and mentally as a trans man. What goes on in your head, what goes on in your body, how does that affect the people around you, how does it make the people around you feel, how to react to it making people feel away, so on and so forth. So first topic that we're gonna hit is step one. When you take first things first, when you do decide or want to start transitioning, you will have to have therapy. That's off rip. You're gonna have to go to therapy depending on the borough that you're in New York City. If you go to Cannon Lord, they have you take therapy sessions. Sorry. So you take therapy sessions and you basically sit down with someone, talk to them about why you want to transition, why you want to go through the process, and whatever the case may be. I've done a couple of times before. The place that I go to is called Cannon Lord. It's on 18th Street and between 8th and 9th Avenue. There's another one up in the Bronx, but I don't go to that one. I'm not sure of the address. If I do find it, I will put it in the comments. So yeah, those are the two. Those are the places that I know of for sure. I believe Planned Parenthood or something like that also has it. That where you can go, and then people who have insurance, who have private doctors, I believe your private doctors can also provide you with hormone therapy. But however, I'm not sure how that process works out when you have a private doctor. But I know with Callan Lord, it will speak to you and basically, have to make sure that that this is what you want to do, that this is a step you want to take, and that this is a safe thing for them to provide for you. So when you first officially get your hormones, they usually come in a box for me. I don't have the box with me right now, but you guys probably seen a few of my videos before with me with the box itself. So it comes in a box. Some people start you off with giving it to you weekly. Now they would test your blood levels just to see how much estrogen compared to testosterone you have in your body. So depending on the levels that they see, they'll give you a certain dosage, whether it's 0.5, 2.5, whatever. It varies, which is why it's important that you don't do black market hormones, because of the simple fact that you don't know where your blood levels are as far as your hormone levels. You don't want to take someone else's dosage because it has nothing to do with you or what you may have or what you may need. So always make sure that you do everything that you do safely. I know a lot of people mentally want to transition and go through this process where it's like, I don't know where to get, my hormones to finally be able to transition. But don't rush the process. Do it safely, because you don't know what you're going to end up putting yourself into mentally. And this is what I'm going to get into as I go in this conversation. So with that, once you get your dosage, it will whether be every week, once a week, whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but you'll be taking your hormones on that same day the following week, whether it's every week that you're taking your hormones. Some people, depending on the dosage or the doctor that you go to, they'll want you to take it every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. So some people start off weekly off rip. Some people start off bi-weekly. Now, like I said, it all depends on your doctor, which is why it's important to make sure you talk to a professional. Usually, they will inject you themselves in the beginning. That's normally how it goes all times. Some places, if you have a private doctor, they might tell you they might shoot you the first time, whether in your leg, your butt, your thigh, your leg, whatever. They might shoot you themselves the first time. Then the second time around, or whatever, as you keep going, they'll teach you how to do it yourself, because obviously who wants to constantly keep coming back to the same place to get a shot? So at Cat Lord, the first, I think 2 months or first month, I was going there to get my shot. Eventually, they'll teach you, they'll give you classes, or a person will teach you each time you go how to give you yourself your own shot. Then once you learn, you can do it yourself. Easy peasy, no problem. They also allow you to have a guest with you if you want them to also learn how to do it. So if you have a girlfriend, a brother, a cousin, because there comes times where you're just not in the mood, you're just exhausted, you're drained, or just don't feel like poking yourself with a needle, and a person that's close to you can learn how to do that for you and do it for you at home. Once you take your hormones, the first few changes that you will see within the first couple, like a week or two, will be your mood swings. That's the first thing. Before anything else, that's the first thing that I noticed. Like I said, it changes with different people. Different people will get different reactions, but normally those are the first few things you'll see. I started getting hot faster. Like, I didn't sweat before a lot. I started sweating. I started getting hot, like very, very hot. Like my body temperature, I would get hot very fast. And now it's even worse. Like now if anybody's ever actually seen me in action at the gym or like anywhere, period, like I sweat a lot. Like, it's crazy. I never used to sweat. When I was a female, I never used to sweat, like, ever. If I did, it was probably on my forehead a little bit, but that was it. Like, now, everywhere. Legs, everywhere. I sweat. Stomach. You get moody as hell. You get angry. You get real, like, impatient. You snap very fast. So for people who are planning to get in a relationship with a trans man, or people who are friends, cousins, brothers, mothers, anything with a trans man or anyone transitioning female to male, we get snappy. And I say that also for trans dudes, because I want you guys to know, if you do decide to transition, or for my guys who are starting to decide to transition, be patient with the people around you. This is something that's going to happen to you, and you will not be in control of it. Your hormones are in control. A lot of times, like, you just snap. You, like, anything will make me upset. People would say something, and I'll just be like, but that was within the first weeks. But that was because I was always like that, even as a female. I was very moody and very, like, snappy, very angry. After the first couple of weeks, I actually calmed down. Like, I'm a calmer person. I'm more mellow. And this is why I say hormones work differently for other people, because other people are angrier now than they were before. I still am snappy. I'm still I still have a lot of, like, anger here and there, but it used to be bad when I was and I used to be so emotional. I'm not as emotional as I used to be. I'm less I don't have as much emotion and, like, constantly crying and constantly sad all the time like I used to. I don't have that. So those are the things that you want to look out for. Your mood swings, the mood changes will happen within the first couple of days, first couple of weeks. The second thing that happens is you stop having your period. No more menstrual cycle. So a lot of people ask me this, like, do you still see your period? That's like the main question. as if, you know, does person getting their period automatically? There are women who aren't even transitioning who do not see their period at all for just natural reasons. So yes, as a trans man, when you do start transitioning, 9 times out of 10, because what happens is the hormones that you're taking is stopping anything that's any female hormones from coming into your body. So like all the estrogen stops. So obviously anything in that area stops. When you stop taking your hormones, however, it comes back for certain folks, depending on how long you've been transitioning. If you stop taking it, it will come back because you still will have a uterus. You still have, you know, all the woman tools. Yeah, we're gonna call them tools. So yeah, you do not get any more menstrual cycle. Usually happens within the first month to 3 months. So the about 3 months span. So you might not, it might still be there within your first month, might still be there within your second, but by your third, you should not be having your menstrual cycle anymore. If you still do, make sure you talk to someone, make sure you talk to your provider to make sure, hey, you know, this is still, you know, going on, because there are people who get facial hair within their third month. You don't want to be having facial hair and still, you know, and that kind of will mess with your phobia and how you feel about how comfortable you feel about yourself. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you don't want to have to go through that. And again, after that, as time goes, voice changes. My voice was high pitched as hell. I don't have like the deepest, craziest voice, because a lot of times a lot of dudes do this and like try to talk all rough and oh my god. Listen, my voice is what it is. At times, like especially when I wake up, it will be deep, or it gets raspy from time to time, or if when I get sick, oh my god, it's deep as hell. Then on other days, it just be real regular, real not squeaky, but not super like, oh my god. And then for some dudes have it like real deep. Everything is genetics. Think of it this way: a lot of whether facial hair, face structure, body structure, a lot of it is genetics. So don't look at the next man that has been transitioning for 2 months and has like a full face of hair and a voice of a bear, and you over here been doing it for 2 years and you have like none of that. Don't worry about that. Don't look at the next man's progress to compare to yours. And then another problem with that is there are some dudes that have been transitioning for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and you just starting. Don't rush your process. Just relax, enjoy the journey, enjoy the fruits of your own labor. Because the same way a cisgender man is enjoying his fruits, enjoy yours. And yours is even like more of a journey, because you've been somewhere else. Now you're trying to go to another place. So enjoy it. Embrace everything that it comes with. And enjoy life. You understand what I'm saying? Another thing that happens is body, I don't know how, I think it's called, it's basically a redistribution. So like a lot of times, we have hips, right? So this used to be way curvier. Like I barely got a curve now. I barely have hips. I have a lot of, so like it, like your body, your body would like spread out. It would just open up. So I don't know how to, I'm trying to find a way to show you guys, but it would just spread. You will go from having this shape to just box. I'm just trying to show y'all, my body is a box now. I don't have curves like I used to. Like you have people who still may have curves. Once again, you have people whose body distribution might be different, but that's definitely something that happens. You will have, it's called fat distribution. You will just spread out, and you know you'll get broader. It will just move all over the place. So you won't be as, you know, curvy as you usually are. Facial hair can come anytime. Facial hair can go from 3 months to 3 years. As y'all can see, I've been at this for about 3 years and 3 years. I believe 3 years and a couple of months. And I'm finally starting to see something here. Finally. This is getting a little thicker. It's at the bottom and everything too. I'm getting some here. I have way more here than I do here. I used to have a piercing when back in my days. I had a piercing. But yeah, as you can see, I don't have that much facial hair, which is, I think, the only thing I always talk to you guys about. Oh my God, I want facial, because I feel like I will look so masculine. Like, don't get me wrong, I look masculine now. It's rare that people even like question me or anything like that. But I want something. I don't even want the full, like, I don't want that, because I'm a short guy. I don't need to have all that. I'm gonna look like a leprechaun. I don't want that. I just want like a nice 5 o'clock shadow, because it would look dope with my waves. And yeah. I should do a wave check, right? I just feel like somebody in the comments, y'all can see my waves through the do-rag though. Come on now. We had to do a little pause of, come on now. Come on now. But yeah, so as you go into your years of transitioning, different things start to happen. Different things start to change for you, for your body. Sorry, it's a little too bright. Yeah, you start seeing different changes. However, as you go, what ends up happening as you go into your transition, sorry, I'm trying to like situate myself. What ends up happening is that you end up having to get surgeries, obviously. So there comes a point in your transition where you're gonna be like, okay, obviously you still need to take your hormones or whatever the case may be, but then you have your hysterectomy, which you do. First things first, everybody. The first thing a trans man will do is get top surgery. Now, with top surgery, it depends on the person's prior cup size. So y'all already seen my past video. Depending on how elastic your chest was, there are women who always been a A cup, and then once you start transitioning, your breast goes. Sometimes it gets smaller. Now, keep in mind, starting hormones is not going to automatically give you muscles. A lot of people have this misconception that I get on hormones, I'm going to be this big brolic dude, and I'm going to have muscles going everywhere. And this is exactly why I never leave the flap out. I hate, because it feels like I have hair. Listen, I hate it, and it's just be all over the place. I keep my stuff tucked in or tied back all the time. I hate the flap. If I had the flap, 9 times out of 10, I just put my do-rag on. I believe, yeah. So yeah, do not think that taking hormones and when you're about to transition is going to give you muscles. And don't take it and then be like, oh, okay, I'm waiting for my muscles to come in, or I'm waiting for my facial hair to come in, or I'm waiting. Don't take hormones to just wait for something to happen miraculously, because that's how people end up being depressed, and that's how people end up having so much phobia and expectations. Stop having expectations. Go into their journey with, I'm about to embrace something new. I'm about to be doing something that's actually going to make me happy. Do not go with the goal of specifically gaining a certain type of change that you've seen on someone else, because you might never get it and it might not happen. So whatever it is that you can make happen for yourself, then do that. Don't let the hormones dictate what happens for you. So if you want to gain muscles, you can start hitting the gym now before you even start transitioning. That was what I did. I hit the gym probably like 2-3 months before my transition. I didn't even think that I was going to do it to transition, but I already wanted to go to the gym. Sorry, I was complaining about me licking my lips. It's really a bad habit. My father does it, my brother does it. It's just a bad habit. I don't know why. And I didn't notice it until you guys started commenting about it in the comments. Nobody I talked to or nobody I date or ever dated said that I even do it. I guess it's, like I said, because it's a habit, they got used to it. But yeah, so I'm trying my best to try not to do it. But it's kind of like me biting my nails. So yeah, go into it with no expectations. Just rock out. So after probably like I tell people, I mean, listen, if you can get your surgery within the first couple of months or the first year, by all means, do what's best for you. But for me personally, I was never in a rush to get my surgeries. Mainly because, like I said, I'm embracing and taking my time to see where the hormones can take my body before I even decide to touch any or get any surgeries. Because a lot of times when, for example, right, when it comes to certain top surgeries, especially with people of color, and not to put it out, but because to be honest, when I started transition, there weren't a lot of black trans men making YouTube videos or making videos period about their transition and breaking things down to us or showing us. I used to see a lot of Caucasian trans males, FTMs, making videos. So it wasn't like I had something to look at and follow through. But I'm telling y'all, if you're a black trans man, give yourself time. Let your body build to a certain extent. Let your chest build to a certain extent before you get your surgery. Because what happens is, if there isn't any indentation, I hate when I close my fridge and it makes that noise. If there isn't any indentation for the surgeon to mark to get your top surgery, then you end up with a line probably above or way under where your pec is supposed to be. So a lot of times, people of color, we tend to get our surgeries before we even hit the gym, and we want to hit the gym after the fact. So after you hit the gym or you try to design a certain chest for yourself, there's already a line somewhere. Now, the line isn't always going to be exactly where your chest plate is, because there wasn't nothing there for the surgeon to work with. All he had was actual breast tissue. Then he cuts where there isn't any breast tissue. Because the thing is, a lot of times when we do start transitioning, we wear binders, tape, so on and so forth, to try to like blend in into society, to flatten our chest, to be able to wear certain clothes. Therefore, there comes a point where you constantly pushing, like this area of your chest just keeps going down, 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 down. So then you end up with a flat top and then just a whole bunch of breast tissue down here. So that's where he's cutting, but that's not always necessarily where it's supposed to be, because you actually have a chest plate under it, as y'all can see in some of the videos that I posted of me without a top. So that's just an advice I'm giving. Give yourself time. Give the hormones time to make your body spread out. Give it time to fill you in. Because to be honest, after like 6-7 years, the hormones don't give you anything anymore. Like, you won't see, your changes will slowly come in. It won't be like as drastic. Like, I say that because a lot of times I've heard it from a lot of other trans dudes, and plus me being in my third year of transitioning and just getting facial hair. Hold on. Yeah. So you see, I'm just getting facial hair. So it's like, you just have to be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your body. You don't have to get your surgeries right away because, your bro that just started a couple of weeks ago with you, or a couple of months ago with you, just got his surgery. You don't have to move and in nobody's pace. Move at your own pace. So yeah, so once all of that happens, surgery, you guys, oh, I'm so sorry. So within your like, I believe like probably like your second month or third month, you would notice bottom growth. Your third bottom growth. I think I already spoke to you guys about that. Basically, your clitoris growing. So yeah, it'll grow from the normal size of a clitoris. I feel like I'm whispering now because I'm talking about dirty stuff. The normal size of your clitoris would be this. Now, when you start transitioning, because the organs are the same. A male organ and a female organ are basically the same. The gland is basically your clitoris. So if it's on top, I'm trying to find. I think I compared it to a bean size before. You have a little small bean, and it literally just grows. And you'll feel uncomfortable in your pants in the first couple of like the second month, you'll feel mad uncomfortable. Like whenever you wear a pair of drawers, because usually, imagine if you're a female, you wear underwears and it's super flat, like they, just hug everything, and then everything is flat. But as a trans man, if you start wearing boxer, or if you wear an AG and you're wearing boxer brief, my boxer briefs are usually like really tight to my body. I don't wear tight boxer briefs. They will be tight to my body. So you will end up feeling everything. Like you will know and notice, hey yo, something is getting big. Like you'll be like, hey, yo, what's going on? So yeah, it'll grow, and it'll just keep growing. And you'll get hard-ons, you get hard, you get erections, you wake up with morning wood, random hard-ons in the street. Like, you can feel it. Like, even sometimes when I squat down, if I'm at the gym, because when you're working out and you're exerting energy is when your testosterone is most like potent. So I'll be at the gym and I'm working out and I'm sitting down like, pulling weight and whatever. Next thing you know, like I just and you can see it, like, and I think that's another reason why like it grows to the size of my index finger. Like, I mean, it's not like, it's not a schlong, but it's something, right? It grows to like this size. And as veiny as I am, there's a vein there too. It's a big, huge vein. And it just blows my mind sometimes. I'll be like, yo, you have like I have